We continue with our KYNT Morning Coffee Show today and going to talk to a local author who has written The Candle Maker's Daughter. And more on that in just a minute. But we welcome in Catherine Hickey. How are you today, Catherine?
Good morning. I'm doing wonderful this morning. How are you doing?
Doing fine. It's a beautiful morning.
It is beautiful out.
Well, it's glorious every morning, but the weather is lovely today. Before we talk about the book specifically, can you give us, Catherine, just a bit about your background and everything leading up to becoming an author?
Yes, I was in foster care pretty much at birth until 18.
Okay.
I did get to live with my mom for some, first grade, second grade kind of time frame. And when I got out of foster care, there really wasn't anywhere for me to go. So I decided I wanted to build some kind of company that would allow me to have a grant program that would help them go to college.
Good.
I am a female. I like spas, so I studied for the next 10 years holistic healing methods and designed the book, or the building on the back of my book. You see that little sun building in there?
Yes.
That's her dream, that the girl's dreaming about in the book, and I designed it. It took me 3 years to come up with its design, and it has 42 rooms. That's still my goal. I still am working on it. I am 45, so it's been a 25-year venture.
Congratulations on that. Well, that's interesting. Okay, then how about becoming an author?
So I had to come up with an idea that would come up with the money, and I had been going around giving people karma chips when I would be out in public and I saw somebody doing an act of kindness, something I could learn from that I thought the world could learn from. Mm-hmm. I would give them a karma chip, and I'd write a couple of pages into the book as to why. I had 3 of them. But it was hard to explain to the society what it really was and for them to get into reading the book that didn't have anything about their particular friends. But children's books were something good, and I didn't know what to do. And one day, out of sheer frustration, I went on Facebook and started rambling this rant of somebody stealing away my light. And then I called my birth mom, and I said, listen, I've tried everything. I prayed. It's years. I'm now in my 40s. I started this at 19. I need God's help. What can we do here? So I read her this rant, and she said, that would actually make a really cute children's book if you could take a couple of the little words that are not appropriate.
True. Good.
Range it around a little, and she stayed on the phone for me for 45 minutes. And to all you people out there who have the privilege of parents, to me in foster homes, that was a huge deal.
Oh, I can imagine, yeah.
This was the first time in my life where I felt my birth mom wanted me.
Wow. That's very emotional. So that had to provide great inspiration, Catherine.
Oh, it did. And when I got done with it, it took us another 2.5 years to get the money together to pay for the artist to draw the pictures, because I can write the books, but the drawing needed to come from another human being. And I went to Fiverr.com. Thank you for Fiverr.com out there. And in the book, at the back of the book, I actually put a picture of the gentleman and his Fiverr.com account for other people who may want to use his services.
Okay. The Candle Maker's Daughter. Can you give us just a brief explanation maybe of what it's about?
It's about a little girl whose dad is a candle maker. And she plays out at night because I'm a kind of a night person over a day. And the dad is supposed to be representing God from heaven. Well, he's getting worried about his little girl being out at night and, maybe not the best thing. He can't see her. So he builds her a special candle made out of liquid gold. So no matter where she goes, he can see her. And that should represent to us as Christians as the light of God inside us. And this one mean girl steals it. Now, in the beginning of the book, the dad gives her a secret about the candle you don't find out until the end. And she takes that candle and goes to her foe, somebody that she knows has stolen from her before and has no light of her own, knowing she's going to steal it. And the dad and the daughter kind of got a little idea of what we're going to do to get these people in the world that had no light of their own to have their light. And because the
Good.
Bible promises double, every time she steals a candle, she goes back to her dad and he gives her double, 2, 4, 8, 64, until the end of the book where the whole world has their own light to shine.
Interesting story. Okay. Folks, the Candle Maker's Daughter. That's neat. And I love the illustrations, the way it's published, and it certainly, to me, is good for all ages.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just had a 12-year-old at a birthday party. Shout out to my little 12-year-old friend who sat there and said, well, I would read this, and I'm 12. I'm 99.
That's funny. Yeah, very good. And you had done some other books, hadn't you, Catherine?
Yes. There's also Baby Aunt Builds a Gift is my second one out, but being that our church on August 9th at 7 p.m.
Okay, let's talk about that. What's coming up then?
Okay. I turned this into a play.
Okay, neat.
With some wonderful members of the Evangelist Committee. I'm on the Evangelist Committee up at the First United Methodist Church. Most people in town know it as the one on the hill behind Taco John's.
True.
And we're going to perform it for the community as our community outreach program. Then that will be performed on August 9th at 7 p.m.
August 9th, 7 p.m. Okay.
It is a Sunday night.
Very good.
Mark it on the calendar.